Southern California Toyota dealers, John Hartung, Jerry Hairston Jr., and Nomar Garcia-Parr with you. We'll have much more on tonight's game in just a moment. But first, we're joined by an all-star pitcher from a season ago and a guy we hope to see back on the Dodger Stadium mound in the very near future. It's Tyler Glasnow joining us live from the dugout. Tyler, thank you so much for coming on with us. I imagine it has been a pretty frustrating last couple months for you, but you took another good step today. You were facing hitters out there, including this guy right here to my left. So tell us how the sim game went for you. How are you feeling? And I imagine you're really looking forward to being back out there.
Yeah, I felt really good, just healthy, trying to just get everything working again. I guess last live was good, this live was good. I felt like my stuff was good, other than one slider to one guy, and then everything was fine, though.
Tyler, this is Jerry, and yeah, that is this one guy here. First of all, I want to thank you for allowing that baseball to hit my bat, because you know I didn't hit that ball. But seriously,
no,
listen,
you did. You put a good swing on it. It was one of those sliders that didn't slide, but you did it. It was fair and square, and you got it. It was good.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, I got a chance to see you that first inning because I was behind you playing shortstop, and I was just so amazed that you were in complete control. You had that fastball command in and out of the zone, and you had a really good breaking ball. How does your pitches feel? I know it's a simulated game. It's not adrenaline, and that's what the fans need to realize. It's a simulated game. You're working on stuff, but more importantly, how do you feel?
Good. Everything feels good. Stuff is good. Body feels good. I think just getting back to just being athletic and kind of doing what I was doing before. It's been recovering well, and the stuff has been good. So it's a good step, and I have a rehab start coming up, I think, and just taking it one step at a time. Hopefully I can come back really soon.
Hey, Tyler, this is Nomar. And, yeah, Jerry is not going to stop talking about this. It's going to be a little while. But at the same time, you know, we've heard Dave Roberts, you know, talking about some of the stuff that you're dealing with. You know, you're talking about, like, some of the general body soreness that you've been feeling. And I was just curious if you can explain a little more. Is that, like, after you're throwing, you're really feeling that? What's really been the toughest thing to try to recover?
It wasn't like general body soreness. I think I just had like an unrelated, like small, like a back twinge thing. And it was like probably in season no one would know anything. It would just be like a normal thing. But I think just given where I was in the progression, and I think them wanting me towards the end of the year, they were like, why would we just take a couple days? You're good. I took like a couple days off of throwing and then just started back up. So it wasn't like a big deal or anything. It was, I felt good. Like wanted to keep throwing. I think it was just more precautionary. And I think at this point with my history, I guess that's kind of whether I want to do it or not. It's just kind of I'm here to participate in the playoffs, and however I can do that and however they feel comfortable with that is what I have to do. But I feel great, and like even the second I started throwing and kind of going back to like my old ways, I think everything just felt normal, and I haven't had a bad day or anything. I've been feeling really great throwing ever since I came back off, or ever since I started after going on the IL.
All of that is great news, Tyler. I go back to a couple of Decembers ago. Shohei Ohtani announces he's going to sign with the Dodgers. Then he gets on the phone, maybe leaves a message for you, says, hey, I want to hit some homers for you. He was trying to get you to come here to the Dodgers and sign an extension with the Dodgers. Last night, though, was the first time we got a chance to see him pitch. And it was an amazing scene here at the stadium as we're walking on the concourse. Everybody standing up. Everybody's already in their seats for first pitch of the game. They didn't want to miss any of it. What was the buzz like maybe inside the clubhouse or in the dugout? Was it similar to what the fans were feeling out here as you guys got a chance to watch him do both for the first time here?
Yeah, it was, I think, yeah, it was sitting down here looking at like the lower bowl. Everyone was standing up. It was pretty unique. It kind of had like that. Everyone was in their seats before the game started, which is like kind of more of like a playoff vibe. So everyone was super excited to come watch him pitch. And it felt, I guess it's maybe business as usual in the dugout. Like we all know what he's capable of, and we've seen him pitch not in a Dodger uniform, but like it's Shohei, you know? So we were all really excited to watch him. He went out there, throws 100 like a superhero, and we're all just, it's at this point where none of us are really shocked. So we're just excited to have him stretch out, get a bunch of starters back, and kind of have our team assembled, you know?
You know, Tyler, you know, really my question is about Shohei as well. You know, you've got a chance to see him on the other side when he pitched 6 seasons for the Angels. And listen, my opinion, he is the best athlete in the world, not just baseball player. He is the best athlete in the world. You know how difficult and how taxing it is to be a pitcher, to be able to throw 100 miles an hour and start every 5th or 6th, 7th day. But he's also hitting as well. Can you kind of talk about that, the difficulty of seeing and watching Shohei do both at such a high level?
Yeah, honestly, I can't even talk about it because all I do is pitch, and like he does both. So like from personal experience, I have no clue. From afar, it's really impressive to watch, and I think the thing that to me is more impressive than just him hitting and pitching is like the consistency and like emotion and just him as a person every day. I think anyone who's played can understand like how up and down a season can be. And I think whether he's doing bad or doing good, he's just always consistent, always a good teammate, good person. And yeah, it's just been fun to watch on both sides of the ball for his whole career.
Tyler, you know, we have some other guys that are coming out that are also doing a great job moving forward, like Blake Trinan. You saw he was throwing off the mound, doing better. A lot of guys are coming out. We see Emmett Sheehan. I know as you're coming off, you know, slowly working your way off the IL, wondering how hard is it mentally to not make sure you don't rush and make sure you are okay, especially the way the bullpen has been used and some of the injuries that your staff has used to make sure that, hey, I got to make sure I'm right so I can make sure I can help this team down the stretch.
Yeah, I think it's a balance. I think since I started throwing after coming off the IL and just planning to kind of go back to what I was doing prior, I think I felt really good sense. So it's been kind of hard because I want to come back as soon as I can, and I've kind of been like, let's go quicker and quicker. But I think that it is like the long-term goal of just like staying healthy all season and pitching in the playoffs. But it is really hard when we're not like dominating the division by any means, and we're really close in games, and I'm just like sitting in here. Sometimes it gets really difficult. I want to expedite the process as much as I possibly can, but it is, like I said, you gotta think about it long term, and I'm on a good track right now, so it's a lot easier for me to, I guess, think about, and everything's kind of mapped out, and I'll be back relatively soon, so it's been okay recently.
Yeah, despite so many injuries, Dodgers were able to win the World Series last year, but boy, the chances of winning it back-to-back would be so much better if we have a healthy Tyler Glasnow in that Dodgers rotation down the stretch into the month of October. So continued good health and get well soon. Tyler, we'll see you in the next sim game, next rehab outing, and you don't have to face Jay here anymore, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't want to face you anymore, Tyler. That's enough.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tyler. All right, let's get to the lineup for tonight's game. Going up against Padres right-hander Randy Vasquez. Same guys as last night. You've got Shohei back to being a DH only and leading off tonight, followed by Mookie and Freddie. The one change is Will Smith and Teoscar Hernandez are flipping spots tonight. You have Max Muncy at third, Andy Pages playing center, Michael Conforto in left, and Tommy Edman at second base batting ninth. Nomar, what do you think?
Listen, it was same lineup that was out there and did put up some runs yesterday. You know, do more of the same. We were showing some numbers early on, what they're doing, runners in scoring position. Keep that mentality, keep that going.
Absolutely. Obviously, Shohei Ohtani has highlighted. He has been on fire the last 3 games, really all season long. But I'm looking at the bottom of the lineup. Starting Andy Pages. There was some stuff that went on last night.
Yep.
And hopefully Mr. Pages kind of takes it to him tonight.
All right, well, you saw Shohei in the lineup as the DH once again. Shohei as a pitcher is our injury report brought to you by Keck Medicine of USC. Earlier today, Dave Roberts gave us an update on the big show saying, quote, he is feeling good. I think he's just a little fatigued. Roberts followed that up by saying there was no thought of him sitting out of tonight's game. There's no time set for Shohei's next trip to the mound, with Doc adding it's kind of a week-to-week situation, but it's not like a hard and fast 7 days. Shaping up to be another great night here at Dodger Stadium. Should be the Dodgers' 14th sellout of the season. Keep voting for the Dodgers to make the All-Star team. Go to Dodgers.com/vote. We'll check in with Joe Davis and Eric Karros for a game preview coming up next. Plus, we talk a lot about the Dodgers superstars, and rightfully so, but Andy Pages and Max Muncy, they have been more than holding their own offensively. We'll discuss their hot bats next.
All right, boys, welcome to Tuesday Night Baseball on Sportsnet LA, brought to you by Arco. Dodgers have taken 3 of the first 4 from their rival Padres to open this season, and this 4-game series at Dodger Stadium continues. We welcome inside. Hope you're having a great week so far. Joe Davis, Eric Karros, David Vassay joins us in just a moment. Before we look ahead to tonight's game and look back at a special night last night, Ohtani makes his Dodger pitching debut. Doesn't even step down into the dugout before he hits. Winds up getting 2 more hits and continuing this marvelous career.
Yeah, exciting to see Shohei back on the mound. Wasn't real crisp, but really should have had a strikeout against Machado, but good to see him out there pumping 100 miles an hour. But the most exciting thing for me, watching him come in, not even go into the dugout, get ready to go hit. and then go out and produce. Big line drive double the other way off of Dylan Cease, who was dominant at the beginning. But again, Shohei is back.
You were talking about it. The big thing was going to be, how did he feel today? Dave, what did you find out about how he's doing?
Dave Roberts said when he came in today, he was a little fatigued, but it's a great sign that he's in the starting lineup as the Dodgers DH. As far as the next time Ohtani pitches in a game, that still has yet to be determined. Dave Roberts named every day of the week in his press conference, so he wasn't tipping his hand. But if you're thinking about once a week situation, it's either Sunday in a day game against the Nationals or possibly in Denver on the road next week.
Well, Dave, yesterday was pretty much a bullpen game. They used 7 different pitchers. Today is officially one. Jack Dreyer is going to start it. It hasn't necessarily been a bad thing, though, when the bullpen's had to carry the load.
No, it's actually been great. Look, we saw it last postseason. The way that the staff has been able to respond when you're talking about a bullpen game, it is carried right into this year. You see 21-9 record when they are throwing 4 or more innings. You look tonight is going to be obviously a 9-inning relief game, and they have been effective.
Ohtani struck out against him his first time up there. The long strikeout for Vasquez first time through. And he gets hit. All right, so that one's a little fishier. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
That's 100% on purpose.
Okay.
But that's one of the things. Look at the other night, or Tatis just got hit, right? And whether it's on purpose or not on purpose, you know, one of the things, and see, these guys all know it was on purpose, so they're going to issue warning. One of the things that, you know, back in the day that managers used to do, especially like Tony La Russa, you hit one of my guys, I don't care if it's on purpose or not, 2 guys are going to get hit. You want to go back to Dodger history? Big D, Don Drysdale. One of our guys get hit, 2 of your guys are getting hit.
Marvin Hudson, the crew chief, issuing those warnings. Dave Roberts not happy.
Yeah, because he wants to. I mean, look at it. He's got to fight for his team. Yeah, they think, what? Essentially, it's like, why don't we get a shot now?
Wouldn't the answer to that be you already did, like from the umpire's
100%,
standpoint?
right. And the point is whether or not, like, do I think Trevino was trying to hit Tatis? 100% no. But the fact is, you hit theoretically our best guy. Hey, you know what? I mean, you got to have some better control.
All right, so this all, whether it was intentional or not, optically started last night, and everybody's agreed that this was not intentional. But it's a fastball, 97, that hurts.
Right, 100%.
And this is all with the backstory that these teams have met a bunch the last couple weeks. The further backstory that they don't like each other very much because of recent years, heightened intensity in this rivalry, and then back-to-back innings, superstar players wearing it. Dave Roberts just got thrown out of this game. First ejection this season to Dave Roberts.
I mean, he's 100% right that he should get, like, I'm not sure that there should have been a warning issue, right? I mean, no warning. Let him play ball and let things get taken care of. But the minute you issue a warning, now you take everything away from being able to pitch inside. I mean, Doc's 100% right. You know, if you're looking this thing and you're not trying to take sides or anything, you look at it and you're saying one guy got hit in the middle of the back, and that's Tatis Jr. And Shohei, again, I'm not saying it's right or whatever, but they hit him, and I believe it was 100% on purpose. They hit him in the leg. And so that is the way things used to be done. Shohei is just like, hey, look, It wasn't in the ribs. Hey, I can tell you some guys that got hit in the ribs, broken ribs, and you're done. Like done.
So Doc ejected for the first time this year, the 13th time in his decade with the Dodgers.